Hey everyone, hope you're all having a great day today. Today I want to talk about the importance of speaking the truth in love, because it kind of ties into what I was talking about a couple of weeks ago when I was talking about, how not to preach to people who are LGBTQ. This topic of just speaking the truth in love can obviously be generalized and applicable to anybody. I'm like trying to make words. Because I feel like so many times when you see on YouTube people who are either street preaching or going to pride parades or just simply like street preaching anywhere or even just simple debates and conversations or attempts at conversation, so many people get so hostile and it almost becomes like this point of proving someone else wrong rather than just trying to support your own, back up what you believe kind of a situation. And I feel like people almost get like a high out of being like, oh, gotcha, or like trying to make someone feel dumb or feel stupid. And it's like, we're supposed to stay true to what we believe and back up what we believe, abso-heckin-lutely. But there's a right way to do that and a wrong way to do that. And I feel like the right way to do that, as scripture tells us, is to speak the truth in love, not to come at it guns ablazing, trying to prove somebody wrong and get them to feel like they're doing something wrong or whatever. The point is to show mercy, show others the same mercy that we were thankfully shown by our loving Father in heaven. I think that it's very important to remember that, like, when we're coming at it from a point of trying to win an argument or trying to prove somebody wrong or trying to be like, gotcha, that is such a turnoff to so many people. And it doesn't bring anyone closer to the Lord. At least I don't think it does. Really, all it does is make people feel defensive and feel like they need to kind of defend themselves even more. And it's just, like I said, it's just a turnoff. Like being controversial for the sake of being controversial or like trying to get a rise out of people, that is not how we're going to win souls for Christ here. Like, it's just not. I'm sorry. Like, again, it's important that we defend what we believe and that we don't sacrifice our own beliefs for other people. But at the same time, there's a loving way to do that, which is having a conversation, asking, okay, why do you believe what you believe? Hearing people, actually listening to other people and letting them talk. Because when people feel like they're being heard and actually being listened to, they're so much more open to what we have to say. And again, the thing is that we might not be right about everything. The gospel, we're not sacrificing anything on that. We know that the gospel is Jesus Christ's life, death, burial, and resurrection alone. That is the foundation. Nothing else can replace that. That is the truth. We're all going to heaven only because of what Jesus did for us. But when it comes to other issues that maybe we haven't researched, I've told you guys, like, I haven't done much research on stuff like the end times or anything like that. I do have my own opinion about it, but I'm open to hearing what other people have to say. I don't talk about it on here because it's not what I've studied really. So I don't like to make videos about anything that I haven't studied. But, it's important for us to be open-minded, and not even just open-minded, but just open to letting other people talk. You know what I mean? So I hope that makes sense. I kind of just felt the need to make this video because I feel like, again, like I said before, you just see on YouTube so many people just trying to get a rise out of people, trying to fight people, it's not great. It doesn't make us look great. It doesn't make us look good as believers. We're supposed to be showing mercy. Again, mercy triumphs over judgment. I think it's important that we remind ourselves of that. And remember that we might not have all the answers. Of course, we don't have all the answers. So anyway, I hope that this video helps whoever needed to hear this. I apologize. It's been like a little bit of a week. I told you guys I'm going to be posting more regularly. I do plan on doing that this summer. And hopefully after that, I am trying to take more time to do YouTube. But, like I said, just because it's the summer doesn't mean it's any less busy. So anyway, hope you guys are all doing well. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, do not hesitate. Sorry, that's the alarm for my rice, which is on. Let me stop that really quick. I'll grab it in a second. Oh my gosh, sorry. That noise, if that's your alarm, thankfully that's not my alarm in the morning, but it doesn't change the fact that, like, you hear it and it's just, like, everything just flashes before your eyes. Anyway, as always, if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, do not ever hesitate to leave a comment down below. Or you can shoot me an email at my email address, which is christianconvos@gmail.com. It's the cringy channel name, just with @gmail.com afterwards. Also, if you guys have any prayer requests, let me know of this as well. Oh, a lot of you guys have been reaching out to me. If you're still watching, hopefully you are. A lot of people have been reaching out to me regarding like community for people who are same-sex attracted. Obviously, that anyone, this is a channel for anybody and everybody. You don't have to be a same-sex attracted believer to be here, obviously. But I know a lot of you out there are. And a lot of people have been asking me actually for just opportunities for community and stuff like that. I know our Discord kind of fell into the toilet, not for any other reason other than I know people get busy and I didn't have any time to kind of keep up with it because life is just insane. Those of you who know me personally know that every time like any of us ever catch up, I'm always just like, I'm doing good, I'm just tired, but there are other communities out there. If you are interested in any of those, highly recommend just researching them online, or you can reach out to me and I'll see if I can get you connected somewhere or see if I can find whatever I can. But as always, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. And as always, God bless. Love you guys so much.